So today is the 14th of February 2026. I just had a dream and I'm gonna try to remember it. So from what I can remember, um we were, I think, India or another country, Mediterranean country, maybe speaking a little bit of Arabic. It was sunny. It was next to a pool or a beach, and I was with my boyfriend, but I was a few years older, maybe 26, 27, 28, 29, around that age. So the boyfriend was, um, he looked white, but I'm not sure if he had ethnicities or origins. He had short blonde hair, blonde, not, but brown hair. The cut was kind of, very strict. Um, so they kept saying he was Brazilian Indian. It was something that I kept saying to myself, that it was Brazilian Indian, and it was very important. So it started very nicely. We were talking, we were having fun. So I think he worked for the cops, FBI or something, or Secret Services, something very deep and serious. So he didn't like to be battered or to be misrepresented by his female, his girlfriend. So I kind of had to play a role of the perfect girlfriend in a way, not fucking up. At this time, I was trying to pursue an acting career, so I had to play a lot of movies, and it was a movie about Brigitte Bardot. So they was looking for somebody that looked like Brigitte Bardot, and this is gonna make sense in a few why it gets kind of weird. And we were in this kind of kind of psychedelic house with a lot of different colors. I love colors, so this is why I watch a lot of Cash Cobain videos, but especially tripping on the yard, because there's a lot of pinks, green, blue. It's very colorful, and the house was a penthouse, so there was a first floor on the ground and a second floor on the elevated. So let's talk about what I was doing with this boyfriend. So I approached him. He was on his computer doing some editing. I think it was a YouTube video, um, or a movie. I'm not sure. I approached him and he said, "No, I don't want to talk to you. You are an unfit girlfriend, and you are not um emotionally satisfying. You don't satisfy me emotionally. You don't listen to me. You don't tell me what you don't tell me. You don't tell. You don't listen to what I say. I tell you to do. You're not satisfying me emotionally." So what surprised me is that it was very much not worried about how we were matching sexually or even just physically, how we looked. He was more so mad I wasn't listening to him. So he started this kind of game where he controlled the house, and he put high speaker everywhere in the house, and he was playing this mad house team where he will talk through the microphones and his voice will spiral in my room, and I will hear him saying, "Why did you do that? Why did you did this?" It would kind of act as for him and his ego, kind of sort of a god, of a truth seeker, of a, how can I say it, of a, when you're a kid and people say put you in your place, kind of like put me in my place, put me where I belong because I did something wrong. So it was playing this kind of version of something bigger than what it was as a human, but more so a truth teller, truth seeker, and reprimander. That's what I wanted to say. Yes, reprimand me for not being good enough, not doing the job I need to do. So it started like that. It lasted for a long minutes. You know, I had to keep. He keep asking me what was his ethnicity, and I had to say that it was Brazilian Indian, and it was something I was writing every night in my book, because this kind of madhouse game lasted a few days, and to remind me that it was Brazilian Indian, I had to keep writing down in my book every night and every morning. So this is kind of strange because I was watching a video of a guy on YouTube about the Ramadan, and the guy kind of looked like that guy. So I think because I maybe the what he was saying was too graphic for me, or maybe his face was too close to the camera. But the guy was similar looking than him, and he asked me that many times. Um, there was a grape scene in the dream, so I'm not sure where that come from. So the ending was him inserting himself in the movie, and they say they're looking for somebody that looks like Bridget Bardot, and at the end I'm surrounded by many mirrors, and you cannot see the difference between me and Bridget Bardot. So this is how the movie ends, and I'm just very shocked because it makes me go through a mirror house when I don't really like to look at myself in the um in the dream. I'm not saying for myself right now, but in the dream I don't like to look at myself. And what was kind of strange is that in the dream I was not myself. I was a older version of myself, blonde, white skin. I didn't look the eyes, but I had kind of like a blonde cut also. But I had a bob. But when I would look at the mirror, my hair was like maybe back length. So it was kind of strange. There was a lot of things like that that made me re- reassess my needs and how I treat others, because you may try to fit your life into other people, but you may not fit what they need, their needs for the moment. So it's important to always ask your partners what they need, what they want, what they're looking for, what you can do better. Because some people can be a little bit psychotic, and this can lead to that if you don't really understand them. I think it was a mistake in both of our ends. Um, he was looking for the perfect girlfriend or girlfriend that could help him with his job that was very painful, long, and stressful. While me, in this dream, we were kind of living very wealthy. I would say we were living in this mansion, this penthouse, um, just traveling for fun and also for the movie. So it was like, I was kind of maybe putting my career before him, and he didn't like that too much. So there's a lot of things going on with this stream. This is the first stream that I record, but it really talked to me deeply. And I just love the color scheme. It was multicolor, but mostly a purple pinkish, and yellow. Yellow was very there. Orange also. The sun was beaming. It was perfect on the skin. It was perfect. Everything looked good until I went to the madhouse and I realized that I'm still kind of influenceable in a way. I just hope it won't last until my late 20s, because it will be very unappreciable. But at the same time, I just hope I get to never experience this. Bye.